Well, greetings everyone. It's cold out here today. Got bone chilling wind. Temperatures definitely dropped below zero again. Cold fronts in from the north, the Arctic North, they say. It's not very pleasant out here. And I got a little story to tell from yesterday. If you watched yesterday's episode of skating with three other guys, so there was four of us here. And I kept the camera away from the commotion, but there was a couple teachers here, or supervisors and a teacher from the elementary school from across the highway just over there. And they brought a whole class of kids here and let them run wild. And they were just chucking rocks, chucking dirt, smashing rocks on the concrete, just having a good old time. So I didn't want to point the camera the direction or nothing. I don't want to call anybody out, but I just want to say it's a general thing. It's common. It's not just the class of kids there. It's just common in the community. And they were just filling the park full of rocks. I can tell nobody cleaned it up yet. So it's all usually all the new expansion part. But it's pretty dirty over here too in the open section. But yeah, we're standing there, the four of us, and a rock just went flying by us, right in between us. A rock about that big they're chucking in here. Filling the new bowl full of rocks and dirt and stuff, just tossing it. Just, you know how kids throw sand down a slide when they're young, you know? They're just doing that. Running all over with tracking mud all over the place. There's mud caked on the flat bar over there today and everything, so I just want to point out this is a daily occurrence. I can't even ride in this park without hearing the click-clack of riding over gravel and multiple rocks before I even try a trick. Since it's freezing today, I don't want to just freeze my hands to sweep off a section that's just going to get ruined the next day anyway, so I'm only going to do a short session today, keep it mellow, because I'm really tired of being out here in the cold. So I already did my warm-up, and I'll do what I can for this vlog session here. I'm waiting for the weather to warm up just like everybody else. And I'm preparing my mind mentally and going to the Word, reading God's Word, see how to deal with the situation at the skate park here, because it's so disheartening to be a skateboarder and have to come to this dirty mess every single day. Like, I don't have the time in the day to clean it. I got a life, I got family, I got stuff to do. I can't sweep this park, the entire surface area of it every single day, only to have it destroyed an hour later. So enough of the rambling and such. I'll show you some examples. See there. See? There be the evidence right there. You know, last year, yeah, we can't ride down. I already hit a rock going 1 mile an hour. One day last year, I was watching a guy rip up this bowl. You can see all these rocks up top. He was gonna rip across here and drop in. He hit a rock right there. Board stopped, and he just flew down to the bottom of the bowl down there. Luckily, the guy was an experienced skateboarder in his mid-30s, and he knew how to escape from it. There. Yep, all the rocks down here. And look how big this park is. You think someone's gonna sweep this every single day? People talk about bringing their leaf blowers and stuff. They never do. I just swept all this area, and look at this, covered in rocks and dirt. Listen to that. How are you supposed to try tricks? How are you supposed to like try tricks or get better at skateboarding when you're dealing with this? So over here, looks like someone got rid of all the big boulders that were in here. That's good. Can't even ride. Yeah, I already hit a whole bunch of rocks. Just riding from here to there. This part's always brutal. You can see it. Check this out. See what I mean? So every time we go full speed to hit that thing over there, we be praying we don't hit a rock at full speed. I've done that so many times. I've hit a rock at the top of this bank, flew to the bottom down there. That was one time I hit a rock at the top of this bank right here and flew down there. I slammed into that wall hitting a rock. I slammed into that wall hitting a rock multiple times. And these are just a few instances. And one time I saw a younger guy in his teens hit a rock up there, and he got carcassed. He fell down to the bottom there, and he went home, and I didn't see him for a while after that, because that's just so lame. No one wants to do that. That's like 5 feet. Look, I'm 6 feet tall, and that's 5 feet high right there. So he just flew down to the bottom, got hurt for no reason except for a tiny rock. Whoa. So I just want to point this out and bring light to the truth here. I've been trying to tell, there's a Smithers Skate Park Society in town, trying to tell them to take care of it. They won't do nothing. There's a fake skate shop run by people who'd never skateboarded in their life. You tell them, since they're the authority of the culture around here, but they won't do nothing. You tell the town, they won't do nothing because their union workers have their job and they don't stray from their job. And then I tried to ask the town for like the last 10 years to hire me to do it. They won't hire me at all. They just say no. So we just have to suffer through it and sweep what we can. And the community can have their trophy, I guess. They can look at this park and just look at it while the skateboarders suffer. The whole point of this was to get like flourish the skateboard community, but I've only seen it go downhill because it's so disheartening. And you know what? The truth needs to be said. It needs to be brought to the light. It's got to be brought to the surface. And Jesus is the truth, the way, and the life. Literally. Well, God honors the truth. And I'm going to be skateboarding here and skateboarding here tomorrow. I'll do what I can, what God calls me to do. But this is a larger project that requires more than what people assume. And if they actually want the skate park community to flourish, they will do what needs to be done. And if they don't care, then they won't do what needs to be done. I will live with whatever the authorities decide. I only can be an advocate and a volunteer whenever deemed necessary. So, onward! to skate this expansion right now. I've hit way too many rocks. Every trick I'm going for, I hear the click clack of rocks going. Don't like it. You know, skateboarding is awesome. I love skateboarding. It's the funnest, most intriguing thing I can think of in this world. But you know what's not fun? A place built for skateboarding. That's the most frustrating thing to skateboard. Rolling over rocks every single day is not fun at all. I would skateboard a lot more if this park was clean. Cleaned by the town, cleaned by someone who's paid to do it. And I'm sure many more other skateboarders would agree, which I've heard them tell me in person that they do agree with me. But I'm not going to call anyone out. That said, I do have a high amount of gratitude for this park and the expansion. But I'd like to use it as a skateboarder, and so would all the other skateboarders. We would like to use it to its fullest potential, and that we are, which unable. I have said this before, and people have gotten very angry with me for telling the truth, telling me that I'm ungrateful, and that they would be here every day with a broom if they lived here. Well, they don't live here. They're not here every day with the broom, and they don't know what they're talking about. Praise Jesus every day that I'm still standing, still walking, and still enabled to ride a skateboard. I praise Jesus every day for forgiving me of my sins, and that one day I might meet Him on my day of judgment. Jesus calls me as a follower of the Lord, as a servant of the Lord, to tell the truth. Sometimes the truth is uncomfortable. For people that do not want to hear it. I will still come here and skate and manage to do what I can. I will still volunteer to sweep and clean this park as much as I am able in the hours that I am able within any given day. But I cannot be here all the time. And there was actually no one else in this community that will ever speak up and say what I say, besides me. So the truth is, God has called me to say something about it, because I'm actually the only person that will ever say something about it. So be it. But I think I'm done skateboarding for today. then I'm done rambling on. It's nice to skate that box over there and do those tricks in that mini quarter, but that's about all I did today, besides my regular warm-up stuff. But this wind chill is so cold out here that it's obvious why this park is completely empty today. But it's still winter. It's not even March 20th yet. Spring equinox is around the corner. And like I said in a previous vlog episode when I started vlogging, just over 100 vlogs ago, never ideal, or always less than ideal conditions. And that I stand by. Always less than ideal conditions. And it will not get better in a sinner's world until the day of the Lord is upon us. Onward!